Well, good evening and welcome to the darkness once again, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome, fellow miscreants, fellow broken toys, fellow dark lovers of chaos and destruction. And welcome to the darkness once again, ladies and gentlemen. Before I get this live stream started, I need to read the disclaimer. Warning, some viewers may find the following content disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised. This is for entertainment and educational purpose only. Viewer discretion is advised. So, well, welcome in, everybody. I know. I'm not the world's most popular channel, It happens. I'm not high on everybody's priority list right now. Woo. Nah, don't care about that. But all I can say is ha, ah, 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 ah. Oh, uh-huh. And I thought my jokes were bad. You know what I find funny? People say that, they don't want to be on YouTube anymore. They're done with it. They're not coming back and blah, 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 blah. One little sentence, one little syllable, just one little word, and everybody loses their minds. And then here we go. And somebody throws out an insult or throws out maybe just simple stuff, maybe insight, maybe just, just to stir things up. And then lo and behold, the person in question bites. Because here's what it is. It's all about fishing for responses. This man was trying to upset another person, trying to bring him out of the weeds. And he did it in the most simplistic of ways. He just told him an insult. And then the guy flipped the total freak out. And then look what happened. Look what happened. He was drawn right out of the weeds, making himself look like a complete and total jackass. Because he was the one that stated, and I quote, "I'm never coming back. I will never be back, blah, 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 blah." But 3 days later, he shows up. I mean, doesn't that affect his credibility? Doesn't that affect um, somebody being a man of their word? I mean, me, since when have I not been a man of my word? Mhm. I've always 100% kept my word, haven't I? Right? Hmm? Huh? Right? Right. And that's why I get little to no people in here trying to talk to me or trying to, jam me up, so to speak, or anything like that, because it's true. And everybody knows it, that I've always been a man of my word and I'll never change. Mm-mm. I'm a man of my word and I'll never, ever change. Do you think I really change on this platform? Do you think I really change on this channel? No, I don't. I never have. And I never will. You know what? Why should I change? You know, why should I change? Hmm? Why should I give anybody the satisfaction of me going soft? Hmm? I mean, doesn't it kind of sound kind of silly? Does it sound kind of stupid? I mean, me, the darkness going soft. eh, That'll never happen. Not one little bit. But you guys keep that notion, that feeling that, oh, I'm gonna change. I'm gonna, you know, give somebody a break. No, they never gave me a break. They came at me, thinking that I was somebody else. When in actual reality, I wasn't. Interesting, isn't it? It's interesting how people play a lot of things. Some people play villains. Some people play victim. And some people just, they just hang around. It's really quite interesting. There ain't no such thing as a sure thing on this platform. Just saying, everything's just topsy turvy and just, you know, crazy. It always is. And you want to know the funny part about it all? Is people actually show who they really are when they're at their toughest moments. Interesting, isn't it? Oh, this is very interesting indeed. Maybe I'll, I don't know, drop the link, see if anybody wants to come up and talk to me for a little bit. I doubt it, but never can tell. So there's the link. Aren't I being friendly today? Aren't I being nice? Maybe it's because I'm just, I don't know, bored talking to myself all the time, you know. It's nice to talk to other people, you know. It really is. To an extent. I mean, there's some people that, you know, I wouldn't allow to lick my boots more or less go up on my panel. You know, that's just me. But anyway, I just thought I'd, you know, come up on here and, you know, do a little trolling. A little trolling and it's harmless, right? Because I don't really hurt nobody. I don't need to. All I have to do is sit back and let my words do all the work for me. See, that's the beautiful thing about being me. I don't have to go anywhere to troll people. People come here to try and mess with me. And I just let it all hang out. And you know the reason why? I'll tell you the reason why. It's because, you know, they're just too much fun. And I love it. I love it all. Does that make me bad? Does that make me the sickest person in the world? Loving chaos and everything else that comes with it? I mean, am I a bad boy now? I'd like to think not, but you know, each to his or her own, you know. You guys ought to know you started. I'm just here, the guy that here is finishing. You know, does happen after that once in a while, right? You know, something gets started, and there's always some guy. There's always somebody else crazier than the others that just sits tight and lives for the moment, you know, lives for not for subs, not for views, just a moment. Kind of like, let's see, what can I put on here? Maybe this is it. Nope, that wasn't it. It's this one. Here we go. You know, I'm not such a bad guy. Even though I'm actually pretty tolerant. Yeah, I stray down the wrong path sometimes. It's not hard, easy to do. But you know, sometimes you gotta play this. Nah, that was too racy. Let's see. I don't know, I'm just kind of surfing around to see what the heck is on this thing. This is one of the first times I've been on here in a while, so I think we can go with what was on there, Why not? I do admit that streams like this really don't get as zesty as the other ones do. But it kind of works, doesn't it? I mean, it kind of does. I mean, what do you think about it? I mean, I'm quite enjoying myself, just just hanging out. Being me. Or perhaps I could be a little bit more than that. Perhaps I am much more than I seem to be, right? Perhaps I am much more. Perhaps I am more powerful than people realize. Because I can be not one but many. I can be anything that I want. Anything that people desire for me to be. Because I myself am not a person. I'm not a living, breathing being, but something else. Perhaps I am something altogether. Perhaps I am the reflection that stares back at you. Perhaps I am the true light in a darkened room. Perhaps I am the shadow that stays with you when the lights go out, when it's all quiet, and you could only hear the sound of your own breath. In darkness I remain, faceless, formless, as it should be, correct? Well, the true form of darkness has no form, has no reason, has no legitimate will of its own, only what it creates. Correct? It's interesting, isn't it? How powerful your own fears can become if you wield them correctly. How much more powerful you yourselves can ever be. But once you deal with the monster, only heaven itself knows exactly what you are about to become. For darkness has no form, no will, only the form of others. From your worst nightmare to your most cryptic and intricate of characters that you play. For in life's intricacy lies one thing and one thing only. There is peace, there is solace, and there is penance in the dark. Because the dark is what you created it is. And that's it.